Welcome to my last episode of 2020. You'll be seeing it in 2021, but I'm filming this at the end of December 2020. This episode is a culmination of various hunts I had throughout the year where I'd gotten permissions, invitations to do people's homes, or it may have been in a field where I only found one filmable relic, if you will. If I find 10 pull tabs, I'm not making an episode out of that. If I find 10 pull tabs and one good relic, I'm not making an episode out of that. So I save the one-off relic finds that I've filmed, stockpile them throughout the year, and then put them together into what I call random finds. Different locations, no real historical context, telling any kind of story of the property or the land. So this is just basically some really interesting finds I had that were, just maybe the one good thing I found that day. So I've put that together into this little montage of random finds of 2020. Enjoy. I'm at one of my permissions. Started hunting here before I had a YouTube channel, before I started making videos. So I don't have any footage of anything I've done previous to today, but I'm out at the site today. And I just kind of wanted to show an interesting example of why I named the channel I did. I dig it all, man, because if you don't, you're not going to find what I just found. Now, I've already dug 3 shotgun shells today that ring in at the same numbers I saw for this. They can range from 53 to 57. They usually hit about 56 on the AT Pro, but you got to try it because nickels are in that range too. So looking out into the yard here, the backyard, and there's a woods of pine forest up here, and you never know what goes on 100 years ago, 60 years ago. This is woods now, but who knows what it was then. But I get a signal that was consistent at least, and I dig down. I'm expecting a shotgun shell, and I get this beautiful silver Jefferson war nickel, 1943. Philadelphia Mint. See the P above the dome. It's in great shape. So just an example. If you got a repeatable signal and numbers that are within a range, just dig it. Okay, I've worked my way to the front yard. Sort of the front side yard area. Looks like some pretty old ground here. I think I might have just popped a coin. Pretty old one too. See it right there. And we have a beautiful 2-cent piece. Look at that. Let me clean that up. Now that is one beautiful coin. It is in perfect condition. My first 2-cent piece that I've ever found. $1864. Unbelievable. Every line is crisp. Perfect condition. Okay, digging under a root here. I had to be very careful not to scratch this. I had a feeling it was a coin because it's pretty solid 83. Once I got the hole dug, you can see it right there. And we're Indian Head Penny, 1895. Clean that up. Take a look at it. Cleaned up really beautiful. 1895. Beautiful coin. Looks like Indian. Nope, it is a wheat penny. Let me clean it up. A 1910 in beautiful condition. Second year of the Lincoln Wheatback Penny. It is silver, and it is a Mercury dime. $19.17. Beautiful. The reason I'm showing this clip is because I want to show the realities of metal detecting. It's an incredibly fun and addictive sport, and it's not always glamorous. You don't always find really great, cool things, but you know, showing this process, for those who are just getting into it, will show you what you have to go through sometimes. And it's not torture, it's not work. It's part of the hobby. It's part of the fun. But I wanted to illustrate the process of going through what you have a good signal, and you may not always find what's in there, and just the quirky things that can happen, only for it to end up being something maybe not so great. But it's part of the nature of the whole hobby. So I just don't want to make these videos look like everything you find is a really cool relic. It's just a procedural thing. So that's why I'm showing this clip. Solid 8081 Garrett AT Pro. I'm going to go for a live bid.
Okay, that was weird with all the confusion going on. I saw this green right here, and I knew there was a coin in there, and I went back and found that it was sitting in the shovel, actually. And it is just a modern zinc penny. Man, I had to work for this one. This was way down, way under a root. And I was digging and digging and poking and reaching. Finally, pulled out a V nickel. Let me clean it up and see if I can get a date. Okay, 1904. Actually in pretty good condition for a nickel. Those tend to corrode pretty quick in the ground. So for being 116 years old under a tree root, it's a pretty nice nickel. The first V nickel I've ever found. Okay, solid 82 both ways. Garrett AT Pro. I was thinking quarter, but it was 6 inches down, so clad, silver. I had a feeling it was silver, and I see silver. Let me clean this thing up and I'll show you what it is. And what I have here is a silver Canadian quarter dated 1871. Well, I'm at a house that was built in the late 1800s, a very small front yard. And I got a great signal that indicated a possible dime, so I just pulled out the dirt here. I saw a bit of silver. Look at that. $1903 Barber dime. Foot away, we got another coin. let me clean it up. $18.99, man. Unbelievable. Got a solid 82. About 4 to 6 inches down, and I believe I see silver in the hole. $18.92 barber quarter, man. It's been a long day, and I'm getting worn out, but I got a really good, well, I shouldn't say good, it was very weak, sort of 78. Wasn't consistent both ways, but it was deep, so I figured I'd get down. I'm down about, I don't know, 8 inches, so let's see what we got. Ooh, you see that green? Look at that. Look at that green. $18.98, man. Right on. So I didn't film this dig. I was real skeptical on this one. It was a 70 to 74. Bit of a weak signal, but fairly consistent. But I went the other way. It was way down into like 10, 12, scratchy. So I thought maybe if it was deep and maybe on edge, might be a coin. So I had to go for it. Look what popped out, about 8 inches down. Look at the condition of that coin. 1864, man. Unbelievable. Beautiful. Okay, this was really scratchy. Not scratchy, but kind of inconsistent on the AT Pro here. 78, 68, back and forth. Pretty weak signal, but once I got down there about 8 inches, I found it was under a root. So I popped it out. And I do believe it's an Indian head penny, man. Let me clean this baby up. 1865. Unbelievable. Beautiful coin, man. 8 to 9 inches down with the Garrett AT Pro and the Nell Storm coil. Getting that depth.